everyone, I'm Becky.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith, which I got off of NetGalley.
Yes.
You had to think about it. So this book is about Hugo. Hugo Wilkinson has a problem. He was supposed to go on a train trip across the United States with his girlfriend Margaret Campbell, but she broke up with him. And now Hugo can't use the trip tickets, which are in her names. Hugo is desperate and posts an ad online looking for another Margaret Campbell to use the tickets, and he does. Hugo finds Margaret May Campbell, an inspiring filmmaker who is looking for her own adventure. The two will spend a week on the train together, which may lead to more on the way. I just liked this book.
Oh, it was sweet. It was a perfect romantic comedy.
It's just like a nice little story, and it was like perfect. It was like
what you expect from Jennifer E. Smith.
Well, and Jennifer E. Smith.
Are you supposed to say the E?
It's on the cover of the book. So I'm going to say, just like Jennifer L. Armentrout, it is on the cover of the book.
I feel awkward.
I know.
Hi, Jennifer E. Smith.
Right.
Emphasize the middle initial.
But she's just like really good at like, you don't just get like a love story. Instead of just getting a love story, you get these two people who meet in an unusual way and end up on a train. Or you meet two people who are on the plane to England and like spend the whole time talking. Or you get they win the lottery together. It's like a love story, but it's a love story with like basically an enjoyable rom-com premise. Like I would watch this movie.
Oh yeah.
They should turn this into a movie, Netflix, just saying.
All of her books could really do well as a movie.
Well, Statistic Probability of Love at First Sight has been in development for like 10 years, I feel like.
Well, and then so with that one, the funny thing is there was that thing on Facebook that went around or whatever where the two people met on a plane and then they like fell in love.
I did not see that.
Yeah, it was a whole big news story. And I'm like, Jennifer E. Smith's already been there and done that.
But I liked them traveling on the train. I liked them stopping in the cities and like the different things they did in the city. I liked that Hugo was like a quintuplet. Like I've never seen that in a book before. And then but there's all these like mass text messages with him and his siblings.
Sure.
And like they love each other, but they're also like, we need some time, guys.
Boundaries, people.
Boundaries. And he talks about like how he's trying to have his identity away from them. And like May has spent her whole life in this town. And it's like a quiet story, but it's a quiet story about growing up.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it is all of that. I just wonder, kind of related but not related, as far as in one of the other books you're talking about how the article about the teens saying that there are a lot of books being written for adults. I wonder, this book is really about teens who have graduated from high school who are going into college or starting their kind of new adult life. Is this kind of one of those books or no?
But teens read up. That's true. That's the thing about Jennifer E. Smith books. As a person who works in a library with a very competitive school system, she has high lexiles in her books. She has high AR points on her books. There's nothing ever offensive in her books. Like they are clean, they don't swear a lot, it's good. And so I'm like, the characters in this book are 18, but I could see a 15-year-old wanting to read this.
Oh, and I would definitely give it to them because there's nothing content-wise that they could really even take issue with. You could even give it to somebody younger, honestly.
Right. So I feel like to me this is not one of those. This is definitely a teen book that adults will enjoy, but that is actually good for teens.
Okay. At
least I feel so. But like I said, I don't feel like I have much more to say. It's just a very lovely, sweet story. Mm-hmm. I liked the cover. I like that Hugo is so very British. Like, the stuff he says, like, cracks me up.
He's adorable.
I liked May. She was sassy. I liked May's dads. I even liked May's grandmother, like, this driving force in her life. It felt, and people might have a problem with this, because I know people had a problem with the Morgan Matson book, Save the Date. It felt more like a movie than a book, but I was okay with that.
See, and I don't think I felt that to the same level as I did in Save the Date.
See, in Save the Date, I didn't feel it at all. But to me, I felt like just reading it, I could visualize it. And I think other people might have a problem. And I think it's a quiet story, and people might not like that. But I mean, like, if you just want a nice, sweet, lovely little story, that's what it is.
This definitely would make a great movie, though. Very similar to He's Just Not That Into You, like with the interviews of people on the train and all, like. You could really kind of...
No, this would be a great movie. I don't really have anything else to say.
All right. Well,
we'll rate it. Our rating system starts at the top at 5 unicorns. We go down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I'm at 4 unicorns. I mean,
I'm at 4. I enjoyed the whole thing. It was just a nice, sweet little lovely story.
Sweet. Yep.
So that is where we are on Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith.
All right. See you around.
Bye.